Hey, what's up, gentlemen and ladies? You guys remember all the memes that were going around back in like 2016 about how FF15 took 10 years to develop, despite the fact that most people knew that 15 was actually only really in development for like the last 3-4 years before it came out? Well, it looks like those people are gonna have to start changing their jokes to 13 years, because according to Tabata, 15 still won't be done by the end of 2018. Unlucky number 13. How great. I can't! This game is gonna have been out for 2 years! Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna be out by then, and 15 is still not gonna be done. This is some bullshit. So, in an interview with Dengeki, Tabata and Terada were discussing the planned second season of DLC for Final Fantasy 15, which in and of itself is kind of ridiculous, just the fact that that even exists to begin with. But on top of the fact that they're gonna release another 3 episodes, which I'll get into in a little bit, they apparently also want to add a 4th one sometime in 2019, for a total of 8 major DLC episodes. My question is, who the hell are these gonna be about? Seriously, think about it. They already use Noctis, Gladio, Prompto, and Ignis, not to mention their partners, Core, Aranea, and Ravis, so all of them are basically confirmed to not have their own DLCs. Who does that leave? Arden, which was already confirmed, Luna, which everyone had been asking for since the game came out, and that's it, really. We can't have an episode Gentiana since, spoilers, she's actually not a regular human, and most of her story will probably be told in Arden's DLC. Or Luna's, actually, it could work either way. We can't have an episode Regis since both A King's Tale and King's Glaive are already things that exist, so it wouldn't make any sense. What's left? Episode Cindy? You guys really want to see an episode Cindy? Don't answer that question, please. Like, I could see an argument for Iris, although personally I think that it was such a wasted opportunity to not have Iris be Ignis's partner in his DLC, because if you think about it, the 3 extra party members that you get during the main game are Core, Aranea, and Iris, and the 3 that you get as partners on the DLCs are Core, Aranea, and Ravis, which is such a missed opportunity, but I guess it would make less sense, and Ravis was pretty cool, all things considered. The thing is, clearly at this point they are just doing it for the money, and you know what? Despite what the title says, I know that Tabata is an easy target, but it's probably honestly not really his fault. Like, I'm sure that it's some high up at Square Enix who wants to squeeze every last penny out of this game, and you might even say if it's good content then it shouldn't really matter, but I personally disagree. There comes a point when too much is simply too much, and paying $60 for the main game when it came out, $20 for the season pass, $20 for the Royal DLC, and $20 for the second season pass, for a total of $120, which is double the price of a regular game, just to get all of FF15 is way too much. Like, imagine what this looks like to somebody who is just looking to getting into 15 now. I know some people that have purposely waited for all of 15's content to come out before they start playing it, and at this point, they're gonna be waiting for over 2 years before they get a chance to maybe play it, and that is if somebody at Square Enix doesn't decide that episode Talcott is gonna make them a few quick bucks. Oh god, and I haven't even gone to the Half-Life bullshit. So apparently 15 is gonna have another collaboration, because the 20 that we already had were apparently not enough. This time, you're gonna get to play as Gordon Freeman from Half-Life in both the multiplayer and supposedly the single player of Final Fantasy 15 on PC, which literally doesn't make any sense. They say that this is to make up for the fact that the previous collaborations aren't gonna be on PC, like the Assassin's Festival, but why? Like, seriously, Square, why was this necessary? When the Assassin's Festival came out, Assassin's Creed Origins had also just come out at the time, and even though 15 was already like a year old at that point, at least it kinda made sense because they had been planning this from before 15 came out, as we saw in the Omen trailer, which teased it with the Assassin's Creed logo on the newspaper. Even then it was a bit out of place, but with this, Half-Life 2 came out like 14 years ago. It's almost been out for as long as 15 has supposedly been in development, but it's a little older by like a year or so. Like, Square, I loved Final Fantasy 15, okay? I'm not one of those people that like hated it, and I know that inevitably someone, or probably several people actually, are gonna leave a comment on this video saying something along the lines of like, oh, Final Fantasy 15 was a terrible game, I was so disappointed, sold it after I beat it, Horizon is way better, Tabata ruined the story, Square Enix are greedy fucks. Guarantee you that those comments are probably already down there, and hey, if that's your thing, then that's great. question why you're still watching content on FF15 if you hate it so much, but hey, I won't judge. However, I'm not one of those people. I loved Final Fantasy 15. I love the game, the world, the story, the gameplay, the characters. All these updates and DLCs that they've been adding, for the most part, have been pretty good. For the most part, I am looking at you, Moogle Chocobo Carnival. But Square, Tabata, at this point, people are just getting sick of it. Like, honestly. And you think that it's a good idea to try and get as much money out of 15, especially with how long it was in development for, but the game broke even the day it came out. You really don't need to do all this bullshit, and you're actually gonna end up hurting yourself in the long run. Because while you may make a quick buck now, you're ruining an already pretty bad reputation when it comes to these kind of things. I'm not saying that these are bad things that they are adding to the game. By no means am I trying to say that. All of the updates and DLC for this game have been, for the most part, good. But when the game is over $120 and over 100 gigabytes, you really need to ask yourself, does it really need this? The RNA trading battle isn't bad, but does it really need this? The King's Knight t-shirt doesn't hurt anyone, but does it really need this? Fucking Gordon Freeman from Half-Life is something that nobody was asking for. Does the game really need this? I'm so disappointed. That's really the best way that I can put it. And I know that it doesn't fucking matter. I know that in the long run, Square Enix doesn't fucking give a shit. And like, they're gonna keep releasing this because I'm gonna keep buying it because I'm a dumbass. And because I liked Final Fantasy 15. I'm gonna fucking literally buy an entire thing of external storage for my PS4 because I cannot fit the game with how much bullshit there is on it. And that's not even counting all the fucking second season pass and Royal Edition stuff that's gonna come out. And all for what? What did it fucking matter in the end? I just wish that this is not how things had to be. But, you know, sadly that's how Square Enix decided to handle this situation, and what are you gonna really do? And that's really all that I have to say. I'll see you guys later.